You gonna sit over here so you can see you?
I can lean in. Hello. This is my mom, Ann.
Hello.
So if you come on, you can say hi to my mom. She's my guest this week since we got Mother's Day this weekend. So she's going to paint with me, but we're going to wait a few minutes in case people are joining us because for once, I'm actually early, which doesn't happen often. So we will give it a few minutes, but go ahead and open up your box with your craft kit of the month if you got it shipped to you, or open your bag if you picked up. And we still have a few people to pick up. So if you haven't picked up yet, it's on the porch in the box, ready for you to pick up. So open up your box and get all your supplies out. The extra things you'll need is you'll want something to squeeze your paint out onto. So paper plate, mine's pieces of wood from the workshop. Because we have plenty of that, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And then a glue gun. This is one of the few craft kits of the month that you really don't have, that you will have to provide something like that.
Could they use like Gorilla Glue?
Yeah, you could definitely use, like, some people really like that E6000, which is like a Gorilla Glue type thing. I'm a bigger fan of hot glue.
Yeah.
Because of how quickly it'll dry.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't use that E6000 a ton.
Yeah.
It's like Gorilla Glue, but some people love it. So I suppose if you've got another option that you like for attaching the greenery, you could do that. I'm going to go hot glue. So, like I said, we'll give it just a few minutes, but get all your stuff ready. Grab yourself a drink. Where'd your drink go?
I left it over here.
Do you need some more? Do you want me to
I got it.
open another soda for you or anything?
No.
Okay.
Aching.
I was looking for a snack before we started. I'm gonna put some pretzels out for us. That sounds good.
He says, is that for him, Mom?
He wishes it was for him.
Because he likes treats, Mom. He just got on here.
Oh yeah, did you see him?
Yes.
Yeah, so my mom is my dog's favorite person.
Yes.
All of them, really. But so grab yourself some snacks, drink, whatever you need. But yeah, you'll see the dogs. There's Pete. If my mom's here, the dogs will be here for sure. My drink of choice this evening is just straight up water. But because I have a tennis match tomorrow, so I have to be hydrated. But in the most awesome tumbler made by my friend. Look, it looks like ice cubes and a lime on top. And it says, it's called summer water. It's like normal water, but has margarita in it. Isn't that the best? She's a fellow vendor, like I met her at another event, and we've just kind of connected at a bunch of events. But anyways, yeah, my mom saw it today and thought it was real ice on top of there. So.
I did.
All right.
That was after being to the coffee shop.
Ready to paint?
Yes.
Okay. Before we paint, we are going to glue something. So you should have gotten 4 pouches. Hi, Savannah. We're not eating. The poor dogs are confused because they think we're eating dinner because we're sitting at the table.
Do you want this plugged in?
Not yet. It'll be a while before we get to the glue gun. You must set it over there. But I'll try to remember to plug it in ahead of time. I just don't want to leave it on for a while until we're ready. You should have gotten pink paint, a brown paint, a tan paint, and a glue pouch. So you're going to go and open your glue pouch. First thing we're going to do is glue the 2 backer pieces onto the back of this so that they can start drying, so that when we start doing stuff with the flower pot later, they'll have already had a chance to start drying. So flip over your flower pot. We are going to glue this rectangle on at the bottom of the flower pot. So I'm just going to line up the bottoms here. What we're doing is we're leaving space up here. That's where I'm going to glue on. We're going to hot glue on the flowers. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So they can stick out of the top. So we're creating space for the flowers to be able to fit. All right. So, Pete, what are you doing?
He's here with me.
You just standing there. So grab out your glue pouch, open it up. There we go. Yep. And you're just going to squeeze some all over the back of here. Oh, let me pull this up too in case somebody comments I can see it.
There's two.
There we are. Close around some. All right.
I don't see you.
Hmm?
I don't see you.
No, you just see me a little bit. All right. Oh, I thought I muted it. There. Now we're muted. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on the back at the base of the flower pot. And then we're also going to glue this on. That's going to go over here. This just gives us something then to like glue onto here when we flip it over. Okie doke. So there's our first step. I'm going to set that over there on the hot glue gun. Oh, pretzels aren't stale.
Well, that's good, because I don't eat stale pretzels.
I thought they might have been stale. All right, next we're going to get out your round and we're going to do our faux wood look. Let me do the first part and you do some of the rest?
Yeah.
And then, because I want that to dry a little bit, but then once the glue's dried a little bit, you can paint it pink. Okay. Mom and I are going to do a joint project instead of one each.
Yeah, she doesn't let me help her usually. So it'll be fun.
I just don't want you to feel like you have to help. No forced labor here at Julie's Woodcrafts.
That's right.
Okay, so for your wood look, you're going to get out your 2 pouches of brown and tan paint. And whatever you squeeze them on, you're going to
she's
put
covered the table with
an old sheet.
Yeah, with a sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've done the craft kit of the month before, you know. Better safe than sorry. Put something down. And my friend Heather's told me that when you get the craft kit, you can actually just like cut down the sides of the box that you get it in and just fold the box open flat and then use that. Yeah. Use that as your like surface to work on.
Or prime shipping boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody gets everything delivered now. So you probably have boxes. All right, so you're going to put out 2 bits of paint here. So to do our faux wood look, we're going to use the foam brush. And the key is you're going to put half of the brush in the brown and half of the brush in the tan. So that when you do it, it looks like that. All right? There's Jeff in there. He's fluffing up his bed.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so I try to do it so that it's horizontal, right? Because this can be the top of our sign. And the key with the faux wood look is to not overwork it. Like, go back and forth a couple times, but if you keep going back and forth a lot, that's when you're going to like mix it too much and then it just becomes one color. So I'm going to go this way and you'll see it puts the 2 colors and then I go back over it. All right, and then let's get some more. And you can kind of scoop a good bit on there because you see it's going to take a while to do it. And then when I flip it and go back, there we go. What the heck is he doing? Wow, you don't have to check. Jeffy's never done anything bad in his life.
He's such a good boy.
I may have jinxed it now. All right, so we are back and forth. And this round is actually a little bit bigger than the one you guys got in your craft kit of the month. It was the one I had on hand. I forgot to cut an extra one for myself. I just cut enough for all the orders. So it's going to take me a little bit more paint than it's going to take y'all. But you can still see, I'm just gooping on half brown, half tan. I got an extra brush over here when you're ready. You want to try some stripes? And it's going to be up to you whether you want to do 2 coats. I tend to not do 2 coats with the wood look. This is why we put the sheet down.
Yeah.
Because I would have gotten it all over my table. Yep. All right, you want to give it a shot?
Sure. You mean use that one?
I'm going to put some more paint on there for you.
Okay.
Let me do a little close up on the camera, just so y'all can kind of see how it's developing. Right? That's the idea. And that's what I mean about don't overwork it, because you don't want to mix those colors together. You want to push that cord out of your way so it's not, didn't get
Painted.
well, it's probably got paint on it to begin with.
You're going to use that one. We're going to give it to
I'm
me.
going to let you use this one, but I'm going to put more paint on here for you.
Petey, you want paint? Petey's going to do ball prints for you.
That would be cute. You would be cute, Piggy. Did it be cute paws? He has big old fat paws, like typical pit bull type paws.
He is so sweet, though. He decided to go back in and lay down in the chair.
All right. Half there, half there. There you go.
It doesn't matter which side I start with.
Nope. Just go. I mean, that's the nice thing about the wood look, is it's like hard to do it wrong.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah. Just spread out what you have there. There. You want to get some more? So, it just takes some time, but just so we see, again, I'm still just trying to do half and half. There you are.
Got it. Is this like dry brushing, kind of?
Yeah, dry brushing, actually we're gonna do that tonight.
Okay.
Which will be we're gonna do it on top of this with the pink. So this isn't quite dry brushing. Because dry brushing is like it sounds, your brush is almost dry. Like you almost have no paint on it when you do it. Good. See, and then you don't overwork it, so it keeps like the stripes. Here, let me do some right here, yeah.
Maybe that color would match my forehead and I could cover up.
All right, here's some more. And this is the first time you've done faux wood painting, right, Mom?
Yes, absolutely.
See?
Only thing I did one time was those carrots, and they weren't faux wood painting.
Oh yeah, you helped me paint the carrots
They
for
were
an Easter
solid.
bag tag, Easter basket tags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna make it easier on you. I'm gonna flip it around, so you don't have to keep reaching over the painted part, so you don't end up with paint on your sleeves.
Yeah.
And we can always come back too and
Yeah.
add more if we want. Dries pretty fast. So this sign, what she's using is, all the paint colors are always listed on the bottom of your DIY sheet. So if you want to know what the paint colors are, they're listed down there. Usually it's all Anita's acrylic craft paint, but they didn't have the colors I needed in stock, so we used the different brand for the brown.
Is that usually from Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, of course. Hobby Lobby's in the store, especially if it keeps me out of going to Walmart. Except for the greenery at Walmart is same quality, looks just as good, but much better priced. So we did get Walmart greenery this time. So I can't completely swear off Walmart.
How's that?
Need some more. It's looking good.
Little one mat.
A little paint booger.
Oops.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, you're gonna spread it out anyways.
Little paint a little bit.
Oh, I need to sand that.
Yeah.
I missed it. What was I saying? Oh, but since they're all craft paints, that means that if you are gonna hang this outdoors where it's gonna get some weather, you will want to spray it with a clear coat when you're done. But if you're hanging it somewhere where it's not going to get weather, even if it's on like a screen porch or someplace where it's not actually going to get weather, you don't have to worry about clear coating it, but you definitely can. Or if you want a glossy look, right? Because my craft paints are a matte finish. So if you're wanting a glossy look, you can spray it with a clear coat too. So that's like a preference there.
Do we need a little more brown there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I think
Right
that's
here.
part of the appeal, right? It's like somewhere it's darker and some places it's lighter.
Hey, Petey.
You checking in?
Yep. He likes to hang with Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Or with Papa.
Mostly with you, though.
Yeah.
You're his favorite human outside of the house.
Yeah.
He loves it when you come and visit.
He has to settle down, you know, just like a grand.
Just like a toddler. He has to settle down after she comes in because he gets all excited. But he has gotten better about not jumping on you.
Yeah. Now he just gets me bruises.
Watch that there. I don't want you to stick your arm out. Yeah, he hasn't bruised you as much lately,
No.
right?
No, I just told the dermatologist the other day, I said, those bruises up there from my granddaughter. And she just laughed. So,
All right, do we have any spots left? Maybe here? I think we'll put a little bit more on. And get that. A little there. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's hard to tell too, because the wood color of the round kind of deceives you about whether or not.
right over here. Right here, that's. It's looking pretty good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said, is like, this is really like the easiest technique. I mean, does it look like, if you look really close, are you going to be fooled into thinking it's wood? Okay, probably not, you know, like, but
It gives such a good look, though.
yeah, I like it. And it's really not any harder than just painting it a solid color.
Yeah.
You're just getting two different colors on your brush, so.
What about we might need to come up here? There you go. Yeah, when Julie was in high school, she wouldn't let me help her with her projects. So I said, okay, you can do it by yourself.
I've been independent for a while.
Yes. How's that?
All right, so here, so you can see the full effect, is what we're going for. It's not quite dried, but that's why we don't overwork it. If you don't like the variation in color, like if you feel like it's got too much variation in color, then just come back and kind of smooth it out a little bit more, and the colors will mix a little bit better. But I think it looks
That
awesome.
looks great, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to set this
It kinda
down
looks
here.
like the color of Petey.
Oh wait, I'm not going to set that down there because I have dogs. But then I also just realized we missed the spot. Maybe we didn't. Sometimes it's just so hard to tell.
You need an easel.
I'm gonna go put it on the kitchen counter. And then we're gonna paint that.
Okay. We're painting this pink.
You wanna squeeze out some pink?
Yeah. Pink, pink. Petey, what are you doing? You got a pink nose. Petey's got a pink nose.
You got a little spot on your nose. Yes, I do, buddy.
Has this been opened before?
But yeah, sometimes it like the paint dries.
It's just pink.
That's good. That'll give us enough probably.
Hey, so that looks interesting. Okay, so we're going to use this one.
Here's, you can see Petey down here. Very interested in whatever she's doing. Yeah, and I'm going to wash this one off.
Okay.
You guys in your craft kit are going to be using one of the sponges to do the pink on the flower pot, because that's what I included for you. But
Watering can.
Oh, watering can. That's going to pretend to be a flowering pot, but watering can. You're correct.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to paint the watering can pink. Good. And then once our round, the faux wood round is dried just a little bit more, we're going to dry brush it with pink. So Mom and I might be like both working on this one.
Oh, I was trying to be careful with that.
Yeah, I know. So that I can wipe it off.
You know, you could use a black marker to renew that.
Yeah. So like Mom's saying, if you ever get paint, oh here, let me show you my trick to not get paint on the edges. I always paint towards the edges, like this.
Not like her mom.
So you see what I mean? Like I go towards the edge instead of coming from the edge.
Yeah.
So just do like that. That helps it not squish off all the paint onto the edges. But like Mom was saying, if you get some paint around the edge here, you can go with a Sharpie. You can go back over it with a Sharpie. But also, if you notice quickly, just wipe it off. It usually just comes right off pretty quickly.
But if not.
And also, sometimes it doesn't really matter. Nobody's gonna be looking at the edge. Like,
I look at edges. Is that right, Petey? Do we look at edges? He said only if it's on the tree. Right, Petey?
all right, while you're doing that, I am gonna dry brush with the pink. I know that I just saw that. Do you think we missed that spot? I think we did. There we go. Finger painting. It works.
I love finger painting. My kindergartners did too.
My mom was a kindergarten parapro for lots of years.
Yeah.
So
Finger painting was fun.
I'm sure you did some finger painting
And
in your day.
handprints. Making animals out of handprints was fun.
All right.
Now this is going to have the flowers in it, right?
Uh-huh. You're sticking out of the top. So, you got one of these brushes in your craft kit. Looks like that. I got just a used one here. I like to rough up the end because we want it to kind of be spread out. All right, you're going to get some pink paint.
Looks like bubble gum.
Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yes.
It's Anita's Acrylic Craft Paint Vivid Pink. All right, so you're going to get just a little bit on the end of the brush. Right? See? Just a little bit. And then you're going to dab off pretty much all of it. So you don't feel like you're wasting your time. I promise you're not. It looks great. So you find some empty space and dab it off so that you really don't see much. And then with a light hand, you're going to come across your round, drag your brush across, and you will see it depositing just a small amount of pink paint. And you get to decide, right? See, there it is. You get to decide how much you want to dry brush. So how much pink you want to put on there. So again, I get it on the end, and then I'm going to dab here like as much as I can. And then I still go with a very light hand and sweep it across the round. It's always better to have too little on because you can always go back and add more. And then dab it off.
I think Piggy's chewing with it, playing with his toy. He didn't chew on it.
Yeah, just making sure we know what he's chewing on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a toy. You guys with dogs know that when you hear them chewing on something, you're like, what is it? All right, it's a toy. We're allowed to tear that up.
And that's what he does when his bark box comes in. He proceeds to tear it up.
He certainly does.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
he's tearing
it's a
it.
fabric toy. He's tearing the heck out of it. And get that spot there.
Petey, that's a sunflower.
And then we can let that dry a little and we can second coat it. Because I like second coating the watering can because I want it to be like a really solid, vivid pink. Some people like the one coat look because you can kind of see the wood grain under the pink. So after that first coat dries, if you like it, then obviously you keep it that way.
Okay, so what do you think?
I think, well, I'm going to want to do a second coat on it.
Okay, do I need to let it dry?
But let it dry for a little bit longer. You can just lay it down flat. Oh, and there's a paper towel there if you need to wipe your fingers off.
Oh, we're using.
Or you can use the apron.
We don't have any pink on it. We better put some pink on it.
Oh, no, you're right. I don't paint with pink a lot, actually.
Hey,
There's
you're
only like a
tearing
couple
that.
signs I do that have pink. I just got an order for one today, actually, and it's a girl sign. Painted pink. All right, so again, it's totally up to you how much pink you want in the background of your sign. Keep in mind, like this middle part here is gonna all be covered with the watering can and the flowers up here. So really, like the most you're gonna see is around the edges. My dabbing. If you are just joining us, hello, welcome to our May Craft Kit of the Month live page. Hello to my special guest, my mom. Y'all can say hello to her too.
Hello.
We are working.
We're having fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to paint with her, and she doesn't let me paint with her usually. But
I
now
wish
I
you
am.
quit saying that. You make me sound so awful.
Well, I'm busy. I have
Well,
to go to
you
coffee
actually are very busy.
I have to go to coffee shop.
I like it when you go to stores with me to restock. I have fun doing that
Yeah.
with you.
Cartersville has some great shops and restaurants.
All right. I think I'm good with that much pink, or do you think I should add more pink?
I think that's more than that.
That's enough?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do a little close up here so you can kind of see our faux wood with our pink dry brush. It just gives it a really cool textured look. Oh, Melanie McCall said, she commented here, I know you can't see her, but in her comment, she said, I heard you were having a special guest. Hi, Ann and Julie.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
It's always great to hear from you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Melanie is a family friend that my parents knew before I was born,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, so I think we're done painting this.
Oops,
Something fell on there. We'll let that dry a little bit more, or you think it's ready for a second coat?
It's not
No,
dry
it's
right
not
there.
dry right there, is it? Because what else do we have left? We just have left hot glue in the flowers, right?
Melanie is very crafty too. She makes some really cool cards. Oops.
Yeah, and she's gotten some stuff for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gotta glue these on, which means we need to wait for that paint to dry. So we're gonna have a little help in the paint drying department tonight. I'm gonna go grab my hair dryer. So that'll speed it up.
Don't worry, my hair doesn't need to be dried.
We're here to turn it into a salon.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, we probably should have done that first before we started the round, just for drying purposes. All right.
So you don't dry out.
Yes, I don't dry out the paint. The actual paint. All right, I got it on one.
There's one white. There's your black hair. Look at black.
That hair dryer is quick. All right, do you mind if I do the second coat?
No.
I'll just go faster at it, and then we can arrange our flowers.
Petey said he'll help. He'll put paw prints on.
Yeah, it'll help make a mess.
Right, Petey?
That's what he'll do.
You know, Melanie has 3 really cute grandkids.
And you have 3 really cute grandpups.
I do.
You also have 4 cute grandkids, so there's that too.
Well, and I have 4 cute goatee girls.
Grand goats.
And then I have 3 absolutely adorable tabby cats. Orange duck, goose, and gray duck.
Duck, duck, goose.
Duck, duck, goose. That's what she's got here. So I get to see them every Wednesday. Charlie goes to choir practice.
Yeah, we have girls' night every Wednesday night.
Yep.
Which is why I made sure to plan this live paint, so we could do it together.
I heard somebody. Can you read?
Melanie said, and Richard too. I'm never able to get him to watch me craft. Oh, so Richard must be there too. Hi, Richard.
Hey, Richard. You do? He said hi, didn't he?
That also might be dings from my friend's group chat. Sometimes the girls get a little chatty. We get a little ding, ding, ding,
That's
ding,
a little
ding.
booger there.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of brush it off, all the way off.
Is this my Mother's Day present? Jeffy?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily your Mother's Day present, but I definitely was going to let you hang it up if you wanted to. I know you've got your she's got a flamingo on her door right now with the letter W. But if you want to hang this one up for a little while and save the flamingo for like June maybe, like when it's more like summer.
Yeah.
And then July you've got
I also had that.
that Let Freedom Ring one.
Yeah.
Right?
And Melanie and Richard brought me that. It says coffee, hugging a mug. This up on
Oh yeah,
metal.
it's a sign, right? Yeah, that you have
it's
on
really
your
cute.
on your cute mantle with all your stiffs.
I think you should do one for me to take to the coffee shop. It says, no working, no coffee. I saw that in one of the shops.
The coffee shop we're talking about is in Cartersville, Noble, in Maine. If y'all know it, it's our favorite little local coffee shop. And some of us go there a lot more than the others of us.
Once a day.
She's like a local coffee shop celebrity. They walk in, they're like, your usual?
And I say yes.
Yeah. They're like, and.
Even our pastor on Sunday said to me, he said, this is unusual. I usually see you at the coffee shop.
All right, I'm going to dry this again so we can get this ready to
Okay.
put on our flowers. Hey, buddy, is that your toy? Is that your toy, buddy? Go show Nana your toy. Gross. He's slinging the slobber around. Oh, I need to plug the glue gun in too.
Over here?
I'm going to do it over here.
Here.
So if you've got your glue gun, if you're going to use glue gun for the flowers and the greenery, go ahead and plug it in so it can start warming up. Set that here
I'll
all
watch
the way right
Peter.
now.
He said, I got his toy already.
I think it's pretty dry, though.
You want me to hold that for you? How much you put the toy on it?
All right, you touch it and tell me, does that feel dry to you?
Yep, dry one.
That's what I thought. Yeah, if you're ever in a mood to finish your craft and your paint's not dry, just grab a simple hair dryer.
Isn't that cute?
Speeds it up.
And that's the right way. If you're right-handed. Okay.
All right, so let me give you a rundown on. Oh, I'm gonna move the table this way, just a little bit,
You might want to move that
so I can fit the glue gun on there.
so you can they can see you.
Yeah. Do you want to scoot over too? Just a little rearranging here.
Okay.
There we go.
Are you there?
Okay. So,
I'll see you.
no, and give it a second. That's behind.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's delayed.
I moved my
You can see
finger.
Petey's bum though. All right, so the way the greenery is going to work is keep in mind that whatever you glue on first is what's going to go in the front, like it's what's going to be seen more. So I make sure I'm going to glue on the flowers first. Sorry to bump you. I'm going to glue the flowers on first because I want them in front, and then I'll glue the greenery on so that that's kind of behind the flowers. Right, so that's going to be our end result when we glue those on. All right, I don't want them sticking up too much, so you've got a couple options. You can obviously fold it if you want to fold it down so you can stick that down further. Or I brought wire cutters. If you've got wire cutters, you can always cut them a little bit shorter.
Everybody has wire cutters.
It's in your crap drawer in the kitchen. Everybody has one of those too, right? The crap drawer in the kitchen. Maybe with the tools, depends. All right, so I'm making that a little bit shorter. The leaves will slide up and down, so I'm going to push that up a little bit. And I think I'm going to make this one just a little bit shorter too.
Yep. See that?
Because I don't want like a lot of stem showing. Like I really just want the leaves and flowers showing. So, yeah. All right, so the big idea here is remember you're working backwards. So whatever you glue down first is actually what's going to show in the front. And then whatever you glue down next is what's going to show in the back. So I'm going to glue on my flowers now. Let's see if our glue gun's warmed up yet. I mean, you can't tell unless you touch it, right? It didn't burn my finger, so it's not warmed up yet.
Give it a squeeze.
Not quite yet.
Yeah, it's not real good to have those sitting around if you work with kindergartners.
No. You probably didn't use hot glue guns a lot.
No, if I did, I had to put it up on the counter way up.
I'm going to go ahead and measure and see if I want to trim any of this down. No, I think that's good. I might trim down a little bit. So you should have gotten 3 of the boxwood picks and 2 of the eucalyptus picks. So you can kind of just mix them up. Yeah, I think they're all pretty good. There we go.
I'm just checking Petey out.
Is he still playing with his toy?
Yeah. Yes. That's his fish. I thought it was a sunflower, but it's a fish.
His fish toy?
Yeah, he tore it out.
It used to be a fish?
It used to be a fish. He, already dressed it, ready to eat.
While we're waiting for the hot glue gun, we might as well have some peanut M&Ms.
No thanks.
What? You don't want peanut M&Ms?
No.
But I got the share size.
No.
I mean, I already ate most of them all, but.
I like Raisin Nuts.
Maybe that's pretty good.
Charlie likes Tootsie Rolls.
Well, you're gonna be in the mood for Raisin Nuts, so like.
And you know what Richard did? He taught Chris how to drink it. Root beer up his nose.
Through his nose. I do recall you telling me that.
Yeah.
Chris is my brother. He's a high-powered businessman now, but does still have the skill to drink root beer through his nose.
Yeah.
Alright, let's check my glue gun again.
He's in cyber.
Nope, that's how he
No,
does.
he's not. He does a really good job. He does. No.
He might not want us calling him out what he does, where he works, and all that.
He just does a great job and has 2 wonderful kids and
Yeah.
a wonderful wife.
He's just a high-powered businessman, that's what we'll say.
He travels like other people, like Jackson does.
Yeah, he's totally normal.
Richard's going, that's the Chris that I know. Yeah.
Alright, sorry for the delay, waiting on the hot glue gun. Oh, you're right, his toy is so slimy.
Yeah, I'm not loving it. You play with him.
At this point, these pieces are pretty solid on here, though.
There we go.
Alright,
You went on.
let's do some glue in.
But don't get on the underside.
Oh, shoot.
What?
I need to move a little bit closer. Woo.
There we go. Are you in there?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I'm going to put my first line here. And then I'm going to stick the stem in that glue. You'll want to grab something that you can you can obviously hold it in with your fingers. Got a pair of scissors, clothespin, yeah, a little trim, anything you have that you can kind of use to push it down into the glue. Obviously you don't want to use your finger because it's hot. So now we're just going to hold it down in there while the glue dries and sets. When we're done with all of it, we'll put a little hot glue over the top to kind of like seal it on.
Savannah says, Mommy.
Hi, Princess. She wants to know if I have any snacks for her yet.
Mommy says you can't have anything off the table.
Horrible mommy.
Petey would like one too.
Mm-hmm. She just saw you eating. All right, so now I'm gonna put my second flower in. I'm gonna have it sticking off to this side a little bit.
You're gonna angle it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You like pretzels, Petey?
She's like, I don't know. Let me find out.
You want to try it? Yeah, they don't want me to feed him table food.
We don't want him to turn into an awful beggar. He's already got too much energy. I feel like he would become a bad beggar.
There's not any good beggars.
Savannah is a very polite beggar.
Yeah.
She doesn't bark. She just stands there and stares at you.
And Jeff too.
He just stands there and stares at you and drools.
And drools and then puts his nose under your arm and flicks it up.
Mm-hmm.
Petey later, okay, maybe?
All right, so let me give you an idea of what we've got going on so far here. Right, they're both set in hot glue on the back. Oh, this one's not quite dry. I got my glue set on really hot, so I think I'm gonna turn it down a little bit lower because I don't need it to stay soupy gluey for a long time.
You want me to hold it?
No, I don't want you sticking your finger in the hot glue. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue over the top of it. And I'll hold it in place there. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing for the next 5 pieces of greenery we have here. And I'm just gonna spread them out. I mean, I think I'll do like that. Probably those 2 in the middle. This one out here. Oh, are you fluffing them?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I fluff my toilet too.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's a lot of greenery. I'm almost like, did I give too much greenery? We'll make it fit. All right, so I've kind of just got it laid out the way that I want it to go. And then I'm just gonna come in and glue it in place. And I'm going to be sure to, where did my little piece go that I was pushing it down with? Here you go. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, so just, I use, in the workshop when I'm using hot glue, I use the handle end of my scissors. Just something you don't mind getting a little hot glue on that you can push down into the glue. But I'm gonna do a couple at a time here. I'll do 2 of them. Maybe I'm gonna do 2 at a time. Here we go. Push that down. Yeah, since I turned the temperature down on the glue gun, it's drying a little bit faster, which is nice. Okay, we had a few more people join us. If you're just joining us, obviously you can come back and watch anytime when you're ready to do your craft kit of the month. Or if you didn't get the craft kit of the month, just say hello. We are on the final step of our craft kit. Well, I guess the second to last step, because we still got to glue this on.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're hot gluing on our greenery.
Where's Jeffy?
I think he's laying down in Keith's office. He likes being out there. Reminder to not use your fingers to push the greenery into the hot glue. Grab something else so you can push it into the hot glue with. And all of these are wired, so when we're done and the hot glue's set and we flip it over, we can always come back and like bend things around, you know, if we need to get them facing some other direction or.
Look, Puppy Petey. Look, Puppy. You got a little butterfly in your nose, you know? Yeah, look, there's a little butterfly.
What, the shape on his nose?
Yeah.
The spot on his nose?
Yeah. But usually butterflies have a mouse in their patterns. And the pink one has right in it. Has pink in it. The other one doesn't. We'll have to put you on TV too. Mommy's.
Oh, I've posted pictures of the dogs on my Facebook group before.
They're just cute.
They've seen pictures for sure. Right, let's do. Oops. This one.
You're so good, Petey. Pete's just gonna happen in the morning.
You could go give him a TREAT if you want, though. You could even take a pretzel and go over the TREAT jar and pretend like you pulled it out of there. Then he doesn't think he's getting table food. That's all it is just making sure he doesn't think he can get table food.
You want a treat? You want a treat? Come on. I'll be right back.
This may be a big part of why my mom is my dog's favorite. All of my dog's favorite person.
The goats like you too.
The goats do like you too.
So I want to give them right or
You can break those little dentist sticks in half too. Those are in the bag by the treat jar if you'd rather give them those.
oh, I got Jeffy.
He heard it. He's no dummy.
Guess who's jumping on me over here?
Savannah?
Yes.
That girl loves her treats.
Petey, you love your nanny. Okay. Don't bite me. Okay. Sit. Thank you. Thank you. You're sitting already. Okay. Savannah, be nice, be gentle.
Gentle.
There, she was good, Mommy.
Yeah, the little dog is the worst about not being gentle with treats.
She's
The
trying
big dogs, except the pit bull, not even the biggest one, but Pete the pit bull, he is the gentlest with taking treats. It's definitely not what I expected.
Yeah. He said that wasn't quite enough.
All right, so I got everything glued on. Now I'm just waiting for a little bit of this glue to set. And then I'm adding a little bit of glue kind of over the top of some of these pieces. I mean, I don't think, it's not like you have to hold it on. Like, it doesn't need to be held on really, really well, because then this is going to be glued on the sign. And the sign's going to be hanging up on a wall or a door or whatever. So it's not like it's going to be getting a lot of...
If you turn it upside down and make glue to whatever they were upside down on.
It'll make what?
If you turned it upside down to let it finish gluing.
Mm-hmm, drying?
Yeah, but it might dry. I mean, it might stick. Or it's dry enough in it.
Almost. This one's not quite dry enough. Let me hold this one down. But,
Okay.
So here's the idea. Now I'm going to take a little bit, like that looks good.
Yeah.
But I'm going to fluff it and move things around a little bit too.
Yeah.
Because right now it just kind of looks like smushed and all over the place. But even still,
You want me to hold
it looks good. No,
Let's
we'll
fluff
just
it.
wait a second and let it dry
I
completely.
know. I love you too, Petey.
Okay, so when you go to kind of fluff it, I like to fold mine forward. So like the one that you saw pictures of, the painted one, I kind of fold these forward so it kind of sticks out even more. Right, 'cause they're all wired, so just fold it forward a little. Bless you.
Thank you. There might be another one. Usually 3.
Bless you.
Thank you. Petey, am I going to do another one?
And some of the little ones you can kind of stick through so that they kind of fold down too, like down here, right? So you kind of got them folding down there. But already it's looking a little better just by folding a few pieces. Bending a few pieces forward, I should say. Not really folding them.
Let me see. Ooh, isn't that cute?
Yeah, and now I just got to do this one.
These look like old-fashioned roses.
Yeah, they're peonies.
Oh, well.
Is what they're supposed to be.
Yep.
All right, I think I'm pretty good with bend this peony around a little more. What do you think?
I think that looks good. What do you think?
I like it. I feel like this sticks up too high here.
You can always take it off and put it back on.
There.
Yeah, that looks better. Yep.
It's more like a bunch now. So there we go. There's my floral arrangement. Of course, you arrange yours however your heart desires. Right? And the other advantage of kind of folding them forward, I mean, you can see all the dimension it has, right? It's going to stick out a lot now. It's going to make it easier for us to glue this onto our sign because now they're all pushing forward. So it makes it easier to glue it down.
Sign.
Yeah. All right, so you've got two options as far as gluing onto your sign. You can use the wood glue. And if you use the wood glue, you'll want to set something heavy on this to hold it onto it while the glue dries. You can also use hot glue since you've already got that, if that's what you used. You can use hot glue to attach it. The only caution I have with using hot glue on something that might be a door hanger is if you're going to hang it somewhere that gets a lot of sun, the heat can actually melt the glue, and then the flower pot would, the watering can, I keep calling it a flower pot, the watering can would actually fall off the
You
sign.
think it would fall off on my door?
So you don't really get a lot of sun.
In the evening I do.
Yeah, but not like an all day kind
Right,
of.
yeah.
So it would probably be fine if I used hot glue for yours.
Yeah.
But I'm just a bigger fan of the wood glue anyways for like strength and that sort of thing. So I'm going to use wood glue and then set a couple soup cans on mine to hold it down while it dries. I know we use hot glue here, but that way, even if your door does get a lot of sun, this will be glued on with wood glue. So those flowers are essentially like sandwiched in there. So they shouldn't be going anywhere. So that's the last step I have. Oh, and jute. You should have gotten some jute in your craft kit of the month. I think I've got one in here. And you're just going to tie it on up here so you can hang your sign. So, let me show you what it looks like before I set soup cans on to hold it down. But look, that's going to be our finished sign. You see it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is very pretty, isn't it?
I love it. And it's so different than anything I've done before. It makes me very happy to try something new and love the outcome.
Yeah.
All right, so last thing we're doing, I'm going to glue it on. So I'm going to get out my wood glue like I explained. We can hold it, so I'll just set it down and smush the flowers. Thanks.
I'm a good holder. Petey's watching. He's going to make one of his own.
It's glue, buddy. It's glue. It's not snacks. All right, so you're just having to put some glue on the wood pieces we glued on, because that's the only thing that's going to be making contact with your sign.
Bless you.
There we go.
You can get you some cans.
Yeah, whatever you have around your house that you can weigh this down. You know, a couple of textbooks if your kids are in college. Some Smucker's peanut butter.
Here.
Thank you. Some
Is
grape
that perfect?
jelly. Give me another like 2 maybe. And the reason you definitely want to weigh it down is just because of the flowers here.
You got enough peanut butter?
They're kind of in the way. Yeah, I know. We have 1 peanut butter for the dogs, 1 peanut butter for me, and 1 peanut butter for Keith.
And Nutella for Jackson.
And Nutella too.
Nutella.
Yeah. We're extra. All right. I think that's good. I think it's weighed it down well. And you could always insert something on top of this if you feel like. But I think we're all making good contact here. So I am going to let that dry for the next hour or 2. And then it will be ready to hang on Mom's door.
Yes.
So thank you for crafting with us, right, dogs?
Petey?
Oh, we
Petey.
lost him.
Come here, Petey.
But thank you for crafting with us and my special guest tonight.
It was great.
Yeah, thanks for
Take
helping.
care. I'm glad I got to talk to them because I will give them a phone call.
Yeah, so you can talk to him for real. So
Yeah.
thanks for crafting with us. And all of you who are moms for my DIY Divas, I hope you have a fabulous Mother's Day.
Yes.
And so, yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.